The benefit of producing a steak with a directed process like that is also that you can optimize it for nutrition, for taste, flavor, and texture, which grants a lot of benefits. And with this, I will introduce Yanay, who is the CEO and president of Pluri Inc. and chairman of Ever After Foods. Yaky, please.
Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. This one will work as well? Good. Sales. We just heard from Shulamit about sales. And for me, it's been always about sales. We should understand that the sales are the building blocks of life. And once we understand that, it gives you a very interesting perspective about biotechnology in general and what we can do with this product. Every organism on this planet is built from cells. We are built from cells, sequoia trees, every organism, that's, as I said, the building blocks of life. And life on Earth begins and ends with cells. And our goal, as I see it, is to be able to explore this unique property of this tiny creature in order to create products that are so essential for all of us. And with Pluri, it all begins with cells. We started to work initially with placenta cells for therapeutics. So we are a company that started from the other direction, pure biotechnology, developing unique therapeutics. All of them are placenta derived. We are developing product from placenta for over 2 decades with some very interesting products that we are developing placenta cells for, as a countermeasurement. For radiation, for example, we have a very nice project with the US DoD and NIH. We are using these placenta cells in order to assist in recovery of muscle after significant hip fractures or cardiovascular effect, cardiovascular diseases. We are using these placenta cells, we inject them into the patient body. The cells know how to interact with the patient body, respond and secrete a variety of different factors. Cells are critical, in my opinion, in order to create a valid and reasonable healthcare system. In my opinion, in a very, very short future, we're going to see cells coming as one of the first modalities, first-line treatments to treat all of us. The healthcare system, as we know it today, will not be able to maintain and to sustain the aging population that is coming. Along this process of developing the unique cell-based product, we have developed one of the most advanced technologies in the world for cell culturing. So how you can take a biopsy and to expand them quite significantly. We started with the system that you see on the left-hand side. These are our 3-dimensional bioreactor system. It's a packed bed reactor. So this is a system that was kind of built to build a tissue, mimicking a tissue. We are controlling all the parameters, temperature, pH, glucose consumption, different gases. It's not something that we should think that it doesn't make sense. Look at your own body. Your own body is the perfect bioreactor. What we try to do in Pluri for almost 2 decades is to mimic the creation of human beings, the body that can grow and expand tissue. But in the last 2 years, we understood that this platform or this technology and our knowledge in the company is not limited to the expansion of placenta cells. We can use the knowledge, the platform, and these cells in order to create product that all of us need. And today we are in a food tech session. These are one of the examples that we are talking about them. So we also developed this metric system. Remember this system when I'm going to give you some examples on the right. The metric system is a system that can manufacture cells on scale, industrial scales. So instead of billions of cells, we are talking on hundreds of kilos. And this is what we are doing with the 3-dimensional system metrics. And we came with a very simple strategy. Pluri knows a lot about cells, and we are holding a technology that can be a game changer. So let's implement it in industries that has the need for mass scale production. The first example was, of course, cultivated meat. We are following Aleph and Didier for a long time, and Shulamit, and we understand that there is a need for mass scale production. So we said, okay, let's see if our technology have any advantage. So we came with the first venture that is actually capturing the essence of what Pluri is doing. We are a technological player. We are collaborating with the market. So we built the first company with Tnuva, the Israeli largest food producer. When we spun out the company, we injected license to use our technology. Tnuva made an investment into this venture, and we built Ever After Foods. This is the first company that we created that is solely focused on cultivated meat. We're using 2 decades of experience of Pluri, of expanding sales, a technology that we invested a good $300 million into it. And when you're taking Tnuva, 100 years of knowledge in food, that creates a very powerful subsidiary. And this subsidiary is performing in the last year and a half for 2 years very successfully, showing that it can actually manufacture on scale, big numbers, and I believe that that's something that can make a big change. And just to want to show you a very short video to understand how it really works with our systems. So how does it work? The first step is collecting biopsy from cell source and creating the primary cell culture. Next is the primary cell isolation and banking. Afterwards come the massive expansion of cells using 3D technology platform. And finally, the differentiation to desired cell ingredients so they can become an alternative protein source for the food industry. By the way, if I'm going to show you a presentation about the placenta and therapeutics, it's the exact same thing. We're always following the same pattern. We're taking the biopsy, expanding the cells, and that's it. Well, the funny part started a year later, when I got a call from one of the largest coffee companies in the world, and they say, "Hey, Yaky, we saw what you did with Tnuva. Can you grow cultivated coffee?" And I told him, "What?" I told him, "Can you do cultivated coffee?" And I tell him, "Why the hell do you want to grow cultivated coffee? What's wrong with this nice, green, beautiful plant?" And they said, "Yeah, you're right, but in 20 years, we're going to lose 50% of the global production." And I'm a big coffee lover, so I was terrified. And I told him why. And then I started to see some data. Well, if you're going to go to any of the big guys' website, on the sustainability side, you're going to see a lot of publication. It happens to be that the coffee plant is really thirsty plant. How thirsty? We need to invest about 140 liters of water for every cup of coffee that we drink. Again, 140 liters of water for every cup of coffee that we drink. That's the reason that you are growing coffee in a very limited places in the world that has a lot of rain. But now with the change in climate, they are starting to water the land. And in 20 years, 25 years, it seems to be that we're going to be like 50% of the land we're not suitable for coffee. And I said, okay, I have a personal interest. So we assemble a team, and in less than 6 months, we were able to show a proof of concept. You remember the metric system that I showed you, that we can actually expand the same concept, always same concept, taking biopsy from a coffee plant, expanding them, and our system know how to expand also plant cells. And the numbers are quite shocking. The metric system that I showed you can produce material that is equivalent roughly to 1,000 plants, and we can do it on a continuous basis, saving about 98% of the water. So this is a big thing coming, and I'd love to show you the next movie that always makes me laugh, but take a look at it.
Imagine a world with no more coffee.
This is how I feel.
Global warming is reducing the areas suitable for growing coffee. The yield is decreasing. Prices are rising. How can you save the beloved drink? Introducing Pluri cell-based coffee, a groundbreaking technological solution for coffee production. It delivers 100% authentic coffee in a significantly more eco-efficient and sustainable manner. Learn more at pluribiotech.com.
Well, guys, in last year Mixi, I didn't think that we're going to do coffee, but it seems to be that when the market show an interest, we're actually going to be to do it. Yeah. So, what I'm saying that, as the DS said at the beginning, biology or biotechnology expand way behind pharma, and it's the same exact thing. It's always about cells, and it's always about the ability to expand them. And today we have the knowledge, the technologies, and great institute like Shulamit has that can give the science behind it and to make it happen. And I believe that cells, this tiny organism that we always forget about them, even though we are built from them, have the ability to impact almost every corner of humanity. from therapeutics in order to face the aging population, food security, sustainability, and climate change. And it's our goal to make it happen. So I hope that next year this panel will be more and more companies, and we're going to see more and more indications. Thank you very much.